Okay, hey, good morning. I hope you can hear me. I'm on my break at work in a secluded area, hopefully away from a lot of the noise that normally goes on in here. But I wanted to talk real quick about this nagging fear and paranoia that I have as far as my new business that I'm starting. I just have this nagging fear that my idea is going to be stolen, it's going to be used before I can get a chance to really get to take off. And mind you, my business idea is not some unique, exclusive idea that's never been done before. It's actually a pretty commonplace product, pretty commonplace idea, but it's just the way that I'm presenting it. I don't want my logo to be stolen. I don't want my name to be stolen. I don't want my idea to be stolen. So it's not stopping me from doing anything, but it's really an emotion that I could do without. So I was looking up on my phone just a minute ago, different fears that a lot of new entrepreneurs and new startups deal with. And I was looking at entrepreneur.com. They have like the 7 basic fears of new startups and businesses. And those are the fear of failure, fear of taking risks, fear of falling prey to the fear, giving into fear, being afraid that you'll be, too afraid to do anything. Fear of being mediocre. That might be one of my reasons for my own personal paranoia. Fear of losing creativity, fear of acceptance. That's also a fear of mine, and fear of financial woes. And I don't know if I read it or saw it on a video somewhere, but somebody was like, stop being so afraid that somebody's going to steal your idea. Nobody's going to steal your idea. Your idea is not that unique and that different. And really, if you think about it, we're in the age of the internet and digital and technology and different things. There's really nothing new anymore. Everything is pretty much being recycled or revamped or redone, but there's really nothing new. And since I'm not a tech person or an inventor, I'm not really developing anything that's just so mind-blowing that I have to protect it. But I just have this fear, I guess, because since I'm starting this off and I'm already 40 years old, that means my 20s have gone by without me developing anything of my own. My 30s have gone by without me starting anything and creating anything and developing it on my own. Now I'm 40, which is still fairly young, but I just feel like at this point of the game, I have to make something work. Maybe, I don't know, am I afraid that I'll run out of different ideas? I don't want somebody to take what I'm doing and do it better than me, and then I have to start all over from scratch. So that goes back to the fear of being mediocre and the fear of acceptance. I guess I want my consumers to accept my product and what I'm doing and, patronize my service, my business, but I don't know, maybe somebody else is doing it better than me. And then I was looking up, an article on the Huffington Post, and it was talking about, because people do steal ideas. People steal ideas all the time, with me selling with eBay. I follow a lot of YouTubers that resell on eBay, and a lot of them don't share their store name, their eBay store name, because it's so easy to go on there, see how successful they are, and basically copy the products that they're doing, or copy their style, like how they take their pictures, how they post their listings, and they say that something is flattery. I can't think right now. My mind is all fuzzy. Mimicry is the best form of flattery, or anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. So on the one hand, if somebody's copying the way you look, that's one thing, because they admire, got the lights turned off on me. They admire the way that you look, and so they are copying it. But when it comes to business, you really don't want to be copied. You have to stay on top of your game in order to stay successful. But real quick, I'll talk about what the Huffington Post was saying. Don't let the fear keep you from acting. And I'm definitely not doing that. I'm staying on my game, and I'm making sure that I'm moving forward with it. But there's 4 things that I wrote down on this list. Limit, as far as protecting your ideas, limit your access to information. And they're talking about a lot of times when it's a company that a lot of the ideas are stolen and, distributed from within the company. I'm not that big yet, so I don't have to worry about that. But it also talks about talking to a lawyer about copyright, trademark, and patent ideas. And I think everybody should definitely do that when it comes to your logo and your business name. One of the first things you need to do is see if you can grab the domain name for your business so you can have that part set and claim it, and then spend a little bit of money to get your name and your logo trademark, registered trademark. So that is on my to-do list. I think once I do that, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable, because again, I have a very common item, very common product, and a very common website, but it's my idea, and it's taken me this long in my life to get over my fear of even trying to do something with business. So I don't want to lose this little bit of creativity and business ambition that I have before I even get started. The third advice was to be discerning about the people you work with. Now, I think I made a different video about certain coworkers. Like, I try to keep to myself at work, and I don't really discuss a lot of my personal life or business life, because there's a lot of haters and naysayers and people that just can give off bad vibes and energy and try to influence you in a negative way. So I already do that. But here's another thing. I even have to be careful around my kids, and I joke with them. Like, I bounce a lot of, I'm a single person, which means I don't have a partner to bounce my ideas off of, but I do bounce my ideas off of my kids all the time. And I'm like, hey, what about this? What if we could do this? What if, and wouldn't that be cool if? And I always make them like pinky swear you won't tell anybody. And they're like, I'm not going to tell anybody your idea, Mom. No, who am I going to tell, Mom? And it's like, well, I don't want my idea to come up in casual conversation like, hey, dude, they're hanging out chilling. Yeah, my mom wants to, da-da-da-da-da. And you might think you're just talking casual, but maybe they might bring it up to their friend or their parent like, oh, yeah, so-and-so's mom wants to, do this idea. And maybe that particular person that they're around can actually execute it faster than I can, better than I can. They know, they have connections, they have a network, and they can make it happen. And I'm just one person doing this on my own. So I'm always even telling my kids like, hey, I'm telling you guys these ideas because I'm so excited about it, and I'm really confident that, I can sell this product, or I can make this service, or I can do this thing. And I think they just think I'm just talking to be talking. But I'm really serious, and I'm like, hey, keep your mouth quiet, because I feel like once you put things out into the universe, it's out there. But that's going a little deep, right? Okay, the number 4 thing was to invest in ideas that are difficult to copy. I think at some point I will be able to get there, but right now I'm just getting my toes wet and just really starting off. And I'm trying to I came up with a couple of ideas that I think are easy for me as a person with no business experience and very little funds to invest. Just, some simple ideas for me to resell and to get used to selling and, start off my own business. So what I'm doing can definitely be replicated, which is why I have this paranoia. Like, I don't want anybody to steal my name or my idea or my logo. But anyways, I guess that's just some of the fears that comes along with being a startup business. My break time is probably over, and I don't want to be late getting back, but I wanted to share that the fear is real. I don't really have any financial woes right now. I think I'm being very conservative with my money and how I'm using it as far as my startup. I'm not doing any advertising yet still, because I want to inform myself a little bit more on how to do that better. I think I've been very conservative with, I've been using Fiverr to get my logo done, and even that made me paranoid. Like, what if these Fiverr people are going to steal my idea and sell it to somebody else? It's not that serious. I know it's not that serious, but these are my ideas. These are my drawings, my ideas for logos, my ideas for what I think are creative names, and I just don't want it to be stolen. But I'm being very conservative with the money that I'm spending for my packaging and my products, and I think I'm doing well in that respect. But I just need to work on these other things. I'll give you guys an update on when I do meet with a trademark lawyer. When I went to speak with the people at the Chamber of Commerce, I did get a contact information for somebody who may be able to help me, either no cost or low cost, be able to do the trademark name search and then application to register. Once I have that done, I'll be done. Oh my gosh, I think I hear the bell ringing, so I gotta run. I'll catch you guys on the next round, and thanks for watching. Subscribe and like and share. Bye, gotta go.